Now we're going to do our third and final dish. It's a very simple chicken dish. It's chicken with couscous, a white wine sauce and a walnut vinaigrette. Chicken. Okay, simple. Hold the chicken by the top, just pull the skin off. You might still have little bits of fat on it, so just trim it down the edges just to get rid of the sinew. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can pan fry the chicken breast whole, or you can thinly slice it. I'm going to thinly slice it. I'm doing this for the simple fact it will cook a lot faster than if you do it as a whole chicken breast. You can keep the fillet on at the bottom of the chicken breast, that makes no difference. Just make sure they're all of similar length and similar thickness so that some are not raw and then some are cooked fully. Okay, so now we're going to put this to one side. Okay, now we're going to move on to the walnut vinaigrette. This is very simple. Basically add all your ingredients to the blender and the blender will do the work for you. To this we add about 150 grams of walnuts, olive oil just to cover the walnuts, then to that white wine vinegar, just a splash, just to add that nice tangy taste. Then you taste to make sure everything's there. That needs salt and pepper and a touch of lemon. We will season that later when the chicken is cooked and the couscous is made, and then serve. Okay, now we're going to move on to the couscous. Very simple, easy dish. First of all, you need 400 grams of couscous. Just over half a bag. To this, we're going to add half a yellow pepper. Again, we're going to do a fine dice. That then goes into the couscous. Then to that, to add a little bit more colour and flavour, we're going to add tomatoes. So half, quarter, de-seed. Some of them may need cutting into 3, and we're going to do a fine dice. As you can see already, the colours are starting to come out. Just mix that in and then put it to one side, and then we'll cook it later. Now we're going to cook pan-fried chicken breast. First and foremost is to get the pan nice and hot, a nice drizzle of olive oil. While that's getting hot, you can just pour in the water into your couscous, boil the kettle and add hot water, enough hot water just to cover the couscous, and then cling film. Then you add your chicken into the pan, even if you have to do it little bits at a time, just so that it don't take up too much space and too much heat in the pan. Because the more chicken you put in there, the less heat you actually get to cook it. You could also add to that any herbs and spices. Tarragon goes really nice with chicken. Maybe towards the end of cooking, some finely chopped parsley, just to give some more colour to the chicken. So into the couscous chicken stock cube. That's dried out a bit too much, so add just a touch more water. Turn the heat down on your chicken if it's starting to bubble a bit too much. Just mix in the OXO cube. Just to give it that smell, that nice temperature. As you can see, look, the vibrant colours from the red tomato and the yellow pepper. Okay, so now the chicken's cooked. Now what we're going to do is go and plate it up with the couscous and the vinaigrette, and I'm going to show you a few different ways to plate it. Okay, so first of all, you get the vinaigrette. Wipe it so you don't get no excess. Just blob it at the top of the plate. Simple. Back of the spoon. Drag it straight through. And then the couscous. What you need to do is try and keep it compact to the centre of the plate so you don't take up too much of the plate and too little. So if you bring this to the bottom of the tier, it keeps a connection. Then you've got your chicken. You can simply just stack it at the side of the couscous like that. Touch of olive oil, just drizzled over the top like that. There's your first design. Second one. Couscous in the centre of the plate. Simply just place the chicken on top. On the other side of the plate, the olive oil. There's your second design. Third one, use your hands. Simply roll similar sized balls of the couscous. Make sure it's got a variety of the peppers in, the different colours. And the chicken. Some nice piece of chicken, just simply layer it in between the couscous. The thing with chefing is it's all about artistic flair. Also, sometimes you may need a bit of extra colour, so maybe a herb that complements chicken well, such as basil, maybe tarragon, or even a bit of thyme, just to add that little bit of extra flavour. And you can't, whatever you do, don't chop up herbs and stick them straight in at the beginning, because they then wilt and then they lose their flavour. It's best to put them in at the end, so then you still have the efficiency and the flavour of those herbs. And there's your 3 dishes.